Hey everyone, and welcome to John Talks Indian Cinema. I am your host, the original Indian Cinemaniac, back with another 10ish minute review. Before I get to that, what do you think of the new digs, huh? It's not new digs, actually. I just kind of spiced it. I want you to be able to see that. I know it's a little out of focus here. I'm going to try. There you go. Look at that, huh? Look at that fancy schmancy, huh? I got the neon signs. I got the new bookcase. I got my mask in a different place. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is, let me just get a little focus here. Okay, what I'm trying to do is as I build the channel and we keep, those numbers keep going up a little slowly lately, but they keep building. I want to, I'm in the process of getting monetized. I've hit all the goals that I have to hit, and maybe I can actually start making some money off of this stuff and paying for all the movies that I go to. I just went to the movies to see Raid 2. Okay? The movie was 15 bucks. I bought popcorn and a water, $22. Okay? I wouldn't mind getting some of that money back. So anyway, so the film. Oh, before I get to that, please, it's important to subscribe, hit the notification button, and of course, hit the like button. Doesn't mean much to you, it means a lot to the channel. I need your help, I need your continued support, and I need new maniacs so we can hit those goals. All right, the film is the sequel to 1990's Ghayal. It is 2016's Ghayal Once Again. Now, who do you think recommended this film? That's right, a long-time maniac, Cooley Singh 3378. And you know if it's Cooley Singh, it's going to be Sonny Deol. In fact, Sonny Deol directed this and wrote it. It stars Sonny Deol, who I've seen in Jaat, Apne, Blank. I've seen him in a few things. Soha Ali Khan, Rang De Basanti, Goa Goa Gone, which I loved. Shivam Patil, Anchal Munjal, Om Puri, who I've seen in Death and Gunj, Bagrani, Bajan, and OMG. And again, it's a sequel to Ghayal. It actually starts with the last scene from Ghayal. But I have to say that there's not a lot of connections between the two films. So this could have been a standalone film. It didn't have to be connected to Ghayal at all. I know why they did that, because you want the audience from the first film, but they really didn't have to. In fact, about the only time it really comes up is with Om Puri's character, who was from the first film. I don't think there's anyone else from the first film. But he has PTSD. He was in prison and he was getting psychiatric help. In fact, there's one scene where he's bald and it's the worst bald cap ever. I'm not going to lie to you. Cooley, you got to admit it. That bald cap was awful. Okay. But anyway, to show his PTSD, they made this interesting choice where they have little TV screens around his head in kind of a bluish greenish tint, showing scenes from the last film. And then he starts shaking and he's got to take medication. That's kind of how it opens. But then they have a scene where he runs a newspaper, but he's also an advocate. And everybody knows who he is, too. So there's a scene where he goes into this, the Herald, I think it's called. They get talk to the editor. They end up kidnapping the editor. And it's pretty clever the way they do the kidnapping. Well, now they bring him into this place all with a hood over his head, and they start questioning him and kind of torturing him. And you find out that he was involved with a rape, a pretty graphic rape too. So he ends up getting his, and of course he's hailed as a hero for putting these people, these bad guys away. But the story basically is how there is a very prominent family, very wealthy, and I guess this is based on a real character too. And their son's kind of a psycho, kind of a nut job, and he ends up killing Om Puri's character. And the film really is about, there's a video of the murder that these college kids, reminding me of Scooby Doo a little bit. That part of it. Okay, that part of it did remind me of Scooby Doo, the college kids, with the murder. And the video is on some drive, and the film is really about getting the drive back. But in a Sonny Deol film, I have come to learn this: the story isn't all that important as it is the action scenes, and the action scenes are really, really good. And that's, look, Sonny Deol can do the action. There's no doubt about that. And there's quite a few of them. There's one the bad guy has got this mercenary team, and the head guy is really like this badass guy, but he gets his too. But there's a scene, there's chase scenes in this film with motorcycles and cars, and I would say that where I wasn't blown away by all the directing choices Sonny Deal made. I thought he did the action scenes really, really well. I mean, the one there's a chase scene through the streets, then there's a chase scene in the mall that's really, really well done, and then there's a very long scene on trains that's great. Great action. He looks great in it, and then the climax is he flies a helicopter into a building, and then there's that whole scene, and that's really well done. Excuse me. So the action's phenomenal, and I thought he stages the action really well. In the kids play a role in this because Sonny Deal is probably in it a lot less than you think he would be because they really do a lot with the college kids. In fact, the first musical number is the college kids getting awards at school. That's that. Now, so the story, the story was, I give the story a two. I think I would have liked to have seen it a little more connected to the first film. It wasn't. It was not. And I mean, there's some pretty big plot holes in the film too, but that's okay because I thought the action was well done. And that's, if I'm going to watch a Sunny Deal film, I want to see some really good action. And there were some good action scenes in this. So I give that a two. The performances, you know, they were fine. I give the performances a three. Because the action scenes, and I think he's great in those. It's not really acting. That doesn't. I'm not diminishing the action scenes, but he was okay, and the kids were annoying. I found the kids annoying, and the son who was kind of the bad guy, well, the bad guy's kid, he was just so over the top bad, like unrealistically bad. And the father and the mother and his mother are trying to, you know, trying to rein the kid in, but he's friggin' nuts. And when you see him kill Om Puri, it was awful. It's awful. So the performances I give a three. The songs, they were fine. The first song, "Jump on the Air and Get It," and it establishes the four college kids. Um, let's see. Yeah, so there wasn't a lot of and I like the fact that there wasn't a lot of musical numbers because I appreciate the music in these films, but I like them better when they connect a little more to the film as opposed to let's throw out a number. And they didn't do that in this film. I thought the incidental music was fine. I thought it fit perfect. So I give the music a three. Overall, I actually enjoyed this. I mean, I had issues with it, um, but I thought overall it was pretty good. I thought the action was really good, actually. Um, when he, when he flew the chopper into the house, I love that. Oh, and the climax, right? He's saving his daughter, which he didn't know he had a daughter, and he's fighting, and the whole time she's yelling, "Papa, Papa, Papa," the whole time. I found that annoying. Okay. Now, having said all that coolly, I still like the movie. I'm going to give the movie a four because I thought the action was fantastic. And I thought his direction in the action scenes were really, really well done. So I just wish it had a little more to do with the first one. I actually like the first. I think I like the first. I think I like the first one better than this one because it had a little more coherent plot. The storyline was okay. The script was okay on this. So that's what I think, Cooley. So I'm glad I watched it. Four's pretty good, don't you think? Okay, couple of things. Cavind5515. Cavind5515. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Commented on my helmets. And he wanted to know if I have any Batman cowls. Well, here you go. So I have a theater room downstairs. One of these days, I'm going to do a little tour of my theater room because I've got a lot of movie props and stuff like that, a big screen. But that's down in my theater room with some other stuff too. I have an Alien, an egg from Alien, and the face hugger. a bunch of other stuff too. I think I'll do that. So, Kevin, there you go. Those are the Batman cowls I have. Now, here's the new thing I'm doing. So, I've been watching close to 300 Indian films since I started this Indian Cinemaniac journey. And more than half have been recommended by you guys. So, my new segment, instead of giving you a secret word at the end, I am going to give you a recommendation of films that I love that I would like you to watch. How's that? And if you've already seen them, fine. If not, you might want to give them another look. So, John's pick, my first recommendation is my favorite film of all time, and that is 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Harrison Ford and Karen Allen. I think there's five perfect films in the world, and that film is one of them. I remember seeing this in the movie theater for the first time. Now, I did not know that this was based on movie serials, which I was familiar with. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about the film when I saw it. And I remember the opening 15 minutes of the film where he's going for the idol and the boulder. And it was it was better than most films I had ever seen. That's how good that was. And that film is like that. The action pieces are fantastic. Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. He's not Superman. He gets hurt. And, at one point he's all banged up and she's like, "How do you do this?" He goes, "It's not the age, it's the mileage." Perfect casting. It was originally supposed to be Tom Selleck, but he couldn't do it. It's just an amazing film. And Harrison Ford does a lot of his stunt work. But if you ever watch the making of this film, the stuntman in this, they deserve it. Now, I know they're going to have an Academy Award now for stunts. This film deserved it. Um, I just, I've seen this movie probably over 300 times. I have the Indiana Jones fedoras back there. I love the film. It's just an amazing film to me. Nonstop action. I remember in the theater, the scene where they're on the boat and the Germans come on the boat, right? And they take Karen Allen with them on the submarine. And all the guys in the boat are going, where's Jones? Where's Jones? Find Jones." And the guy goes, "I found him." He goes, "Where is he?" "There."
I found him. Where? There.
Then the submarine dives. I don't know how he survived that, but that's a little tiny thing. Love this movie. If you have never seen it, please see it. If you have seen it, tell me what you think about it. I love that film. My favorite movie of all time, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Okay, that's it. Okay, so again, did I already do it? New to the channel? Subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like button. I don't know if I already did that. Well, if I didn't, just do it. Okay, that's it. I hope you like my set. I hope you like my new segment at the end. And I appreciate you guys watching, as always. I really do. And I know there's a lot going on in India right now with Pakistan. I pray for you guys every day. I hope it doesn't escalate to something that could be really, really bad for everybody. So my thoughts are with you guys, okay? So Jai Hind, Jai Hind. Okay, we'll talk to you soon on John Talks Indian Cinema with a 10ish-minute review or a trailer action. Thanks for watching, everyone.